So this is the Dubster podcast sessions, and today we're chatting to Rednek.
Hey yo, this is Rednek, and you're listening to Dubster. Yo, you're listening to the bad boy Rednek on Dubster. Hello?
Yes, bruv, it's Rod. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yes, brother.
Hey,
Yeah, good, man.
Good stuff, bruv. So let's kick off the podcast right now. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Rednek.
Rednek. And how did you get that name?
Got that name, to be fair, for marketing reasons, purely, because everywhere in the States, everybody knows of rednecks, but they can't actually say that is redneck. So that, and the fact that obviously it derives back from the southern farmers that used to work really hard and used to get sunburn on the back of their neck. I get sunburn instantly, and I'm a hard worker, so I thought it fit the bill.
So you're a real redneck?
No.
So I'm chatting about the sunburn.
Oh, yeah. When it comes to sunburn, mate, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm sponsored by Tipex. So, yeah.
So, Rednek, you're a producer. How did you get into producing?
I got into producing from a very young age, the age of 13, 14, growing up with the likes of Prodigy. And, I just took to a storm, really, and just taught myself and just got really into it. And obviously, since then, I've been over every kind of genre music that there is. The only thing I haven't done is classical music, and there's not really, a big festival thing for that. So I tend to steer away.
Nice. And what have you been doing lately?
Lately, I've been doing a lot of film work, to be fair.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
Yeah, recently I've done the Boomtown Festival. I think that was I'm sure that was like 26 stages. I mean, it was ridiculously big.
Nice.
I was there obviously because I'm sponsored by Jägermeister,
All right.
and I was on the Jägerhaus stand.
All right.
And yeah. I mean, I had the opportunity to sort of like bump into the Trojan label and their artists. It just so happens I actually turned up a day before because I'm a twat like that and quite eager. And I just went up there and just jumped on the mic over a load of reggae and jungle. And next thing I knew, I had Trojan in front of me as an audience. And then they gave me a pat on the back. And there was some really sort of legendary artists there that shook my hand. And it was just really nice. But yeah, it's taken me 6 days to recover.
Ouch.
I'm not really sort of like a sleep on the floor type person. I don't think anybody is, to be fair. And I weren't really ready for that whole tent thing. And it hurt.
All right. So it sounds like a good time was had by all.
Yeah, good time was had by all. Funny enough, I woke up in the morning after being absolutely battered, and I woke up to the Corrupt FM lot, which obviously have a TV program on BBC, which is people do nothing. So I had the lead guys outside there, and I kept them up snoring all night. So I had to kind of apologise for that, but really cool guys.
Who are your influences as far as songs and DJs that inspired you along the path of to become Rednek?
Okay, so along the path before Rednek came along, there would have been people like Stevie Wonder, Michael McDonald, Robbie Craig. There would have been, producers such as Chemical Brothers and, Stanton Warriors, Prodigy. And then obviously saw what Skrillex had managed to accomplish and, took that on board. And then that was it, really. From then on, it was kind of like, just do your own thing and become maybe somebody that people can look up to themselves. Brilliant. And I managed to kind of do that, and I'm happy to be a part of that.
Brilliant, that's fantastic, man. As a producer, I know you're a master in the studio, skilled at many levels. But what's your favourite equipment?
I do love the Focusrite gear. I love the Focusrite gear purely because, it really is the heart and soul of making, whatever microphone you're using just sound really warm and rich. I mean, they've got award-winning preamps. I mean, there's just no question of a doubt that, Focusrite is really the sexual porn for me when it comes to equipment.
Awesome, awesome. And my next question is, what would you like to get next? What piece of equipment is eluding you, and you really want to get that next?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think every producer always loves an upgrade on their what's it called, the computer system. So probably new Mac, and then probably buy into something like Synphobia. Synphobia is a plugin, Synphobia 2, which is a plugin which recreates any kind of orchestral stuff. I mean, you can fart on this thing on a keyboard and it will sound like Star Wars.
Oh, right.
So yeah, probably something like that. I mean, the musical elements that I need are fine with the plugins that I have, but because I'm moving a lot more into film, I'm doing a lot of work for film. I've got my own video production company as well, so I do all the music behind that. And I think something like that would be the next thing that wets my whistle.
Brilliant. That's fantastic. As a DJ as well as a producer, you get to play out all over the place. What's your favorite type of place to play?
I've got to say, hands down, I love my country and I love where we are. I just think that maybe a few of us are a little bit stuck up our own arses. I know that because, a lot of us will rather, stand in front of a DJ and question the DJ and, just think, well, I think I can do better than that, or my mate Paul can do better than that, instead of actually just enjoying it for what it is. And I just think that outside, over in Europe and in the States, I think they appreciate it a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, there's arseholes everywhere, but I just think as a crowd, I think they enjoy it more, over in Europe and over in the States. Sorry, UK, love you to bits, but we all dance around our handbags too much.
That's cool, man. Well, it's your opinion, It's as a DJ, people have like when I speak to people, they have their different. Some people like to play dingy clubs, other people like to play festivals, other people like just small parties, that kind of thing, and bar work. So that's interesting to hear. Bit of a silly question now, but if you could order one meal, what would it be?
Big Nick. I'll tell you what a Big Nick meal is. It's a meal that I made myself, and it composes of being able to talk English properly, as well as buying a Big Mac and then a double cheeseburger, and you slip the double cheeseburger into the Big Mac, which becomes a Big Neck, and that gives me the impression that I'm over in the States and I feel happy whilst I'm getting fat.
So that's a Big Neck, a Big Neck burger.
A Big Neck. A Big Neck.
Is that trademark, copyright by Rednek?
Yeah, absolutely. That's all copyrighted. Yeah. I mean, McDonald's can't actually touch me on that.
That's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough, definitely. When you are not doing music, what's your fave thing to do? Or your favorite?
When I'm not doing music, my favorite thing to do, my absolute favorite thing to do, is to spend absolute quality time with my family and my wife. And when I get sick of them, I go off and I do my filming and I do my film work, and I kind of get off on that. I still have to be creative, and I think that the biggest journey I'm on at the moment is watching my family grow and making sure they're all happy. And I've seen, and many artists will tell you, that as the time goes on and the game goes on, it becomes very, very hard to sort of keep that family together, because it is a very obsessive and compulsive, selfish journey for an artist. So if you can tend to balance that out, I would suggest definitely do so, and that's what I love to do.
Nice. What question should we have asked you?
Yes, you should have asked me my age.
Okay. How old are you?
You should never ask somebody their age.
That's a good answer. Definitely, that's a good answer. Who should we interview next?
Oh, please say that again.
Who should we interview next on dubster.co.uk?
Wow. I would like you to interview Luke from UKF.
Cool. If you could give a shout out to anyone, who would you give a shout out to on dubster.co.uk?
Okay, I'll give a big shout out to who would I give a big shout out? There's too many names. I want to give a big shout out to just my fans, to be fair, because everybody else is very profile driven and up their own arse. So I'd like to thank everybody that's been supporting me, and not so much the people that have just tried to help me for their own gain and turn their face when nothing's to gain. Fans will always be there, and I will always appreciate their company. So to all my fans, a big respect. I love you, big time.
Big respect, mate. That's fantastic. You know, it's always good to feel the support from the fans and pay it back. That's great stuff. Where should we go to check your work, your music, your videos? Where's the best place for fans, people that listen to the podcast, they want to check out Rednek and they want to find out more? What's the best place to go?
The best place you can find all the Rednek stuff is on the SoundCloud, which is soundcloud.com/the official Rednek. You can also catch me on Twitter @official Rednek or Facebook @official Rednek. For some reason, I think my SoundCloud is the official Rednek. Saying that, I don't think it is. I think it's my YouTube that's got that. Either way, just type in Rednek on SoundCloud. I should be the first one to come up.
Cool. And I'll just say for anybody listening to the podcast, a question I would like to: how do you spell Rednek?
Okay, the correct spelling for Rednek is REDNEK. There's no C. I am the only cunt without a C.
There we go. I just needed to ask that, just in case people are searching. Let's get it out there. What's your next projects? What are you working on at the moment, and what can people look forward to? What should we look out for Rednek in the future? Okay.
Well, there's a new artist out there at the moment on the house scene called Coercive. He's about to release his new track called Never Look Down, and I've just done the remix of Never Look Down. So this will be something to look forward to. It's got little essence of dub in it. It's also got bashment in it as well as house. So it's a bit of a different look for the Rednek stuff, but people have been going mad about it. They actually really like it. It has had a few radio plays, and I'm quite looking forward to it. I was a bit shocked, to be fair, that it was accepted so well. But look out for that. Coercive, Never Look Down, Rednek remix.
Fantastic. That's good stuff, man. Yep.
Hey, yo! This is Rednek, and you're listening to Dubster. Yo! You're listening to the bad boy, Rednek, on Dubster.
Thanks for checking out the Dubster podcast sessions. You can subscribe via iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, or check out our website, dubster.co.uk, for more exclusive podcast sessions.